I can talk because I was in the situation. What's your badge? What's your name?
Step back.
I already.
Get out of here. I couldn't even do that. Yeah, you did. What'd I do? What'd I do? Go.
When's the last time we smoked weed?
I do not remember that.
Tonight?
Oh. I blew zeros, so now you're trying to think I smoke weed. That's what's going on. You can't do that, man. You really can't do that.
Absolutely I can.
Is he allowed to do that?
Cops are supposed to protect and serve their community, right? And most of them are great, but some of them misuse their power, which is not cool and goes against fair policing. Not to mention it takes a lot to handle a corrupt cop, even for an adult. But what happens when corrupt cops get destroyed by extraordinary teens? So in this video, let's check out how some clever teens pulled a fast one on the cops and taught them that no one is above the law. But first, hit the like button and subscribe to our channel. Our first case takes us to Newton, Iowa, where a 19-year-old gives the cops a run for their money. On August 28, 2022, Taven Galanakis was pulled over by police officer Nathan Winters for driving with his bright lights on. Despite him having a valid excuse, Officer Winters simply didn't care.
Hi there.
How you doing, sir?
Good, how are you?
Good.
My name's Officer Winters with the Newton Police Department. The reason I pulled you over is because you have your bright lights on.
Yeah, I have a headlight out, so I just keep my brights on.
Okay, well that's not legal.
Oh, it isn't?
No.
Yeah, I turn them when a car comes by, I turn them off, but like.
Well, you didn't with me.
Oh, you weren't close enough though. You were a while back.
It has to be within 500 feet.
Oh, my bad. I'm sorry.
And you're not supposed to have your brights on in the city limits.
My fault.
The officer then starts to question Galanakis, which seems like a routine procedure. However, some of the questions seem a bit too weird.
You got your license, registration, insurance with you?
Yeah, I got you.
Is this your car?
Yeah.
Okay. Where are you headed?
Back home.
Where's home?
It's right down,
Okay. Are you new to town or something?
No.
Where are you coming from?
Friend's house.
Okay. Anything to drink over there?
Cool.
You don't have anything on you? No bombs, guns, drugs?
No bombs or no drugs.
Okay, let's go back here.
Galanakis was searching for his insurance when the officer noticed his movements and picked up the scent of alcohol on him. Based on this, the officer immediately jumped the gun and assumed that Galanakis had been drinking. By the way, do these look like bloodshot eyes to you? We didn't think so either. When questioned, Galanakis immediately denied, but despite his insistence that he was sober, Winters kept doubting him. He further asked Galanakis about his bloodshot eyes and sluggish movements, to which the teenager smartly suggested the idea of a breathalyzer test to put the entire matter to rest, but it looks like Winters didn't want to let him off the hook so easily.
How much have you had to drink tonight?
None.
What do you mean none?
I've had nothing to drink.
Okay. Why would your eyes be watery and bloodshot? I don't want to blow you.
Pause.
We'll probably get there.
They go back and forth for a while, and then the teen insists again that he is not drunk, but the cop counters with the same argument about his movements and the smell of alcohol coming from him.
I've had nothing to drink.
Okay. So your movements in the car with you fumbling over the registration?
Yep.
Kind of say otherwise. So does the odor of alcohol coming from your person.
Great, let's do a test and
We'll get to the test.
I can't wait.
What's happening with Galanakis is not an isolated incident, but a reality faced by far too many people. Whether it's through excessive force, unwarranted searches, or baseless arrests, corrupt cops like Winters often use their authority to intimidate and control others, something our teen here is too well aware of as he pulls out his phone to make a video, mocking the entire situation.
So what happens if, nothing pops up? Do you get in trouble?
No? Why would I get in trouble?
Because you think I'm drinking, but I'm not drinking.
I'm doing what I'm supposed to do.
Alright, let's find out real quick.
I'm not going to get in trouble for doing what I'm supposed to do.
Can I record it?
Yeah, absolutely.
What's your name?
My name's Officer Winters.
So Officer Winters thinks I'm drinking tonight. We're about to do a test and he's going to find out I had nothing to drink. He's going to look stupid. Ain't that right? I've had nothing to drink. Zero. And we're about to find out.
Officer Winters then made Galanakis go through a bunch of field sobriety tests, but still didn't use a breathalyzer.
I'm going to have you stand with your heels and toes together, with your arms down to your side. Okay? I'm going to check your eyes.
Cool.
Okay, what I want you to do is follow my finger with your eyes and your eyes only, and do not move your head, okay?
Yep.
See my finger clearly?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, so from this position, you're going to take 9 heel-to-toe steps, touching heel-to-toe each time, keeping your arms down to your side, okay?
Gotcha.
It's going to
This goes on for quite a while, during which Galanakis asks for a breathalyzer test for the 3rd and 4th time. He even goads the cop about false accusations.
Come on, man, it's too easy. Let's do the breath now. 2 for 2.
Again, I want
How many false accusations you got?
0.
It's about to be your first.
We'll see.
And make sure. Blow me too, man. Give me a little blow.
I will.
Little zeros.
I will here in a minute. Sir. Right. Left. Right. Right. Left. Okay, left.
After performing a variety of field sobriety tests, the officer eventually brought out a breathalyzer gadget, but the outcome was not what he had anticipated.
All right, what I want you to do is make a tight seal around this and blow outwards like you're blowing up a balloon, okay? Okay, you can relax.
Despite the device displaying a 0, Winters proceeded to recite Galanakis his Miranda rights. Looks like the result was not what the officer was expecting, so he quickly changed his line of questioning. But Galanakis quickly caught on to what was happening as soon as the cop asked his next question.
When's the last time you smoked weed?
I do not remember that.
Tonight?
No.
Okay, well I think it's tonight.
I've had no weed tonight. Why do you think it's tonight? Why do you think I smoke? I blew zeros, so now you're trying to think I smoke weed. That's what's going on. You can't do that, man. You really can't do
Absolutely I can.
that. Is he allowed to do that? Yes, he is. So I blow zeros and you suspect drugs, man.
It must have been a bit unnerving for Galanakis when the cop falsely accused him of smoking weed since the breathalyzer test showed 0. But props him for standing his ground even though the officer repeatedly kept accusing him of drug use and other indicators, stating that they were enough for him to press charges.
I blew zeros. You think I'm on drugs? That's ridiculous.
I would. During my field sobriety, it is indicative of impairment. So let's be honest.
I'm being honest.
You smoked some weed at your friend's house?
No.
You hit a pin?
Nope.
Okay. Why is your field sobriety so poor?
What?
Why is your field sobriety so poor? And why are you so lethargic and slow moving and speaking with a slurred speech? And your eyes are watery and your eyes are bloodshot.
You know why they're watery? Right, because we're in rain right now.
It doesn't affect them in the car or in my car.
Well, I don't know what you're seeing because I can't even see my eyes. No weed. I don't smoke weed. I play college football. I told you that. We get tested every Friday.
Okay.
Don't smoke weed.
Today's Saturday.
Okay? It's 30. We say it's on your for 30 days. So if I did a test next week, I'd be off the football team. Come on. Come on. I want that video too.
Okay, but I think you're impaired. I think you're under the influence
You think
of
I'm
something.
impaired?
Yes.
Well, I'm not.
Okay.
Bit of a smartass, ain't he? The officers then asked Galanakis for a drug evaluation test, to which a confident Galanakis happily complied to get out of this mess.
Do you want to do a drug recognition evaluation or a drug influence evaluation?
What's that?
There's an officer who checks your blood pressure, does a whole bunch of tests.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
Galanakis was arrested and taken to the police station. Once there, they made him take yet another bunch of sobriety tests, but this time, it also included a test to check if he had any drugs in his system.
This is just don't move, don't talk. It's like a blood pressure cuff at like the doctor's office. It'll get a little tight, but it shouldn't hurt or nothing.
Just go to relax your elbow.
Well, what do you know? Of course, those tests came out to be negative as well after the officer responsible for evaluating the drug informed Galanakis that he could now go home.
We're going home tonight, okay? I don't think I have no evidence or no information to suggest that you're under the influence of drugs or alcohol. Thank you.
Galanakis had just had a terrible night, and although he wanted to go home and forget about it, one thing stopped him: the officer who had ruined his night. Galanakis couldn't just leave without speaking to him now, could he?
Hey buddy, what's going on?
So, I just want to know, how does it feel?
How does it feel for what?
Remember I told you when you first pulled me over?
I had nothing to drink. He's gonna look stupid.
You drink alcohol. Turns out I'm not.
Okay.
Really dumb decision by you today. I'm really disappointed in how you can't budget drug
I
tests.
based my decision on your field sobriety tests.
Was it really failed though? It was pouring outside. It was terrible scenario. Okay, I said I'll go right away.
But there's also steps that I have to go through.
You really thought I was drunk?
Even in the wrong, the officer refused to admit his fault and blamed it on the law and procedures. Well, Galanakis certainly got the last laugh that night. And you know what's even better? He decided to sue the PD for falsely arresting him, violating his civil rights, and not training their staff properly. Galanakis really made Officer Winters work for it, huh? But let's face it, some cops just can't resist flexing their power, and that's what the next case starring Michael Cecchini is all about. On September 17th, 2022, Ex-Bay City's chief of police, Michael Cecchini, decided to threaten the wrong kids. Cecchini started giving some kids a hard time for making too much noise. He said they were causing disturbance and disrupting the peace. But Parker Weiland and Travis Cram were simply goofing around on their birdie scooters and were just about to show Cecchini that they knew the law as good as anyone.
I'm gonna beat your ass, and then I'm gonna take you to jail.
What? What'd I do?
Get out of here.
I didn't even do that.
Yeah, you did.
What'd I do?
Go.
What'd I do?
Go.
That battery?
Get out of here. It's disturbing the peace.
You hit me because of disturbing the
Yeah,
peace.
it's a crime. You need to go.
From the very get-go, this video stands for everything that's wrong with today's policing and how some corrupt officers like Cecchini abuse their power left, right, and center. Not only did he come out guns blazing, threatening the kid with a beatdown and sending him to jail, but suddenly out of nowhere jabs his flashlight into one of the teen's chests. Despite the unexpected assault, Cram remains cool and confidently states that Cecchini has committed battery, to which the chief of police replied that he had every right to do as Cram was disturbing the peace and committing a crime. However, Cram argued that apart from him, no one else was disturbed, so they didn't see how they were breaking the law.
How did I disturb you? I didn't see anyone else wake up.
You need to get out of here. Right now, you disturbed my peace. Leave.
You just committed battery.
No.
Yes.
No,
You hit me with a
not.
flashlight. That's battery.
Get out of here.
How is that right?
Leave.
Battery, right? Mm-hmm. Call the cops.
Notice how Cecchini tried to intimidate Cram by flashing lights on his face. Cram quickly caught on to what kind of a person he was dealing with and decided to call the cops. But then, Cecchini whipped out his badge and showed him, probably trying to scare him and his friend with his authority. Well, that totally backfired, didn't it? In fact, the teens even ridiculed him, saying that's not how things work. But then Cecchini tried to pull another unexpected move.
Call the cops, bro. You committed battery. I can insult you all I want.
back
You're
up.
gonna kiss me?
Assault me.
You want to make out?
Assault.
I'll make out with you right now. I swing both ways, bro.
Go ahead. Assault me.
I'm not gonna touch you. I'm not gonna touch you. I know
Get
better.
out of his face.
I know better, bro.
Hey,
What is
can
he
you
doing
send
to
a
you?
unit down here? I've got 3 hooligans that need to go.
Hooligans, you hit me with a flashlight.
I'm at 9th Street in front of River's Edge.
I sit down.
You can do whatever you want.
Sweet. I sit down.
Step it up.
I'm not gonna fight you,
Bye.
dude.
Backed into a corner with teens who clearly know the law and its consequences better than him, Cecchini tried to stir up some drama, goading Cram in hopes that the teen would take the bait and make a move on him. Why? So he can change the narrative when the cops show up, but guess what? Those boys were way too sharp to fall for his little schemes. Luckily, the whole thing was caught on camera. But when the police showed up, Cecchini's courage suddenly disappeared. He told them that he was just chilling at home when he heard all the noise and the boys were messing around and breaking the traffic cones. He claimed that he had already told them to leave, but when one of them allegedly threatened him, he felt like he had to deal with them himself.
Okay, I can talk.
No, you're not.
Let him talk first. Let him talk first.
Let him talk.
Okay. Yeah. Disturbing the peace. Both of them squealing their wheels at me. He
Stop, he's talking.
Okay. They come here. They hit the cone. They're messing around here around this new monument. It went on for about 5 minutes. Okay? I'd had enough. I'm upstairs. All right? He challenged me to fight and dared me to come down. Okay, I came down, he stood off on me, and I did a pictorial jab with my flashlight. Okay?
Okay.
My side first, right?
So,
I say
Hold
my
on.
side?
Yes, you do. Just wait.
I'll cut a supplement. 2 charges right here.
Later, Cecchini decides to give his version of events to the cops. But surprise, surprise, he conveniently leaves out a few key details and twists the story just a little. According to him, Cram threw insults left and right, pushing his buttons. So Cecchini says he just gave him a little tap with his flashlight. Oh, and he also claimed that he had identified himself right away as the chief of police. But come on, let's be real, that's not exactly how the whole thing played out, was it?
5 minutes or so of the screeching tires from the birds, you know, and the hooting and hollering down here. So I go out onto my balcony and I look down and they're just, they're driving, and the guy in the long hair intentionally drives his scooter into the barricade. And I go, hey, cut it out. Cut your shit.
So you're up in the apartment?
I'm up in my apartment. I forget what he says of me. I can do whatever I want. I go, you need to get out of here. Something to that effect. And
He hit the barrel or the bar?
he hit the barrel right there, the middle barrel. Come down, open the door, tell him to leave, get out of here. Then I walk across the little plaza here to the curb area. He walks towards me, and the confrontation begins.
Did he, when you were upstairs, did he tell you that he was going to kick your...
Something to that, yeah, he said that, yeah. I felt that he was hostile towards me, so I did. How I was taught back in the day is a pectoral, large muscle mass jab, right?
With your hand?
With my butt of my flashlight, calling me various names such as bald-headed.
Did he know you were a police officer?
I did identify myself, showed him my badge.
Prior to this altercation?
I may have when I was walking up.
And that's, ladies and gentlemen, is how you lie with a straight face on. Bravo, officer, bravo. Well, good news. Those 2 teens got their chance to set the record straight too, and they told the truth about how things actually transpired. Whelan spilled all the beans, giving the cops the lowdown on how it was Cecchini first who started yelling at them from his balcony just because they were cruising around on their scooters, having fun as teens do. Talk about a twist in the tale, huh?
So we were just riding around on bird scooters, you know, like teenagers do. And then he came up here. I'm 19.
Okay.
And he hit the cone right here and knocked it over.
What cone?
I think it was the one with the gray on it.
Okay, middle one?
Yeah, and knocked it over, and then he started yelling, and he threatened him first. So he was defending himself, against him.
How did he threaten him?
I don't remember exactly what he said.
Okay.
But he antagonized him, so he was defending himself. He was up there up at the top.
Okay.
And he was like, I'll come down there and beat your ass. Travis was standing right there, didn't say a single word.
Right.
Like on the road, and he came up and hit him. I don't know if it was like in the chest or the rib cage, but he hit him with the flashlight and then started shining it in his eyes.
Okay.
And he was also getting in his face, telling him to swing.
In the meanwhile, another cop starts to grill Cram about what went down, and looks like Cram's story too was way different than Cecchini's version.
Right? I was riding. You know how like when you press the brake, the back wheel walks up and it makes a squeaking noise, right?
Okay.
And you can drift when you do that. It's kind of fun, right?
Okay.
I get it's kind of late and stuff, right?
Right.
But he's up there. He goes, "Hey, big shot, you want to go?" Right? Because he said, "Why don't you keep it down?" I said, "I'm not doing nothing wrong." He goes, "Hey, big shot, you want to go?" Right? And I stood right here. I said, "What's up?" He walks up to me and like, "I'm not gonna hit you, I promise." He goes like that and jabs me like right here in the ribs with the flashlight. And then he said he felt threatened. My hands were at my sides. I don't know. I didn't swing at him. I didn't pick up.
What did you do when he walked down?
I just stood there. I said, "What's up?" Like I didn't know who he was. He without his badge. I seen he was a cop. I'm not gonna swing at a cop. You know, I have more respect for him. You know, he has authority over me. He's better than me. You know, all I know he's gonna.
So he hits you in the stomach with the flashlight.
Like the
then what?
rib cage, not the stomach, bro.
Okay. Then what?
And then that's like it. He was like threatening me to swing on it. He wanted me to swing on it, right?
How?
Like he would get out. He was like, I'm not close to you, but like say this is my face, this is his face. He was like threatening, like swing on me, bro, swing on me, swing on me.
Judging by Cecchini's actions and hearing the teen about the whole situation, it doesn't take any genius to figure out who was right and who was telling lies here. Cecchini wanted to charge the two teens for what happened, but after the truth came out, it was Cecchini who ended up on the wrong side of the law. When someone finally called him out and filed a complaint, Cecchini had to announce his retirement and then was charged by the state's Attorney General's office with misdemeanor assault and battery for jabbing Cram with the flashlight. Later, a federal lawsuit was also filed by Cram. The suit alleges Cecchini violated Cram's 4th and 14th Amendment rights and contains 3 counts of excessive force and illegal seizure, violation of substantive due process, and fabrication of false evidence. As per the latest update, the federal lawsuit was settled for a sum of $90,000. Cecchini thought he could get away with it just because of his fancy job title. But guess what? Karma had it coming. Much respect to Cram for not losing his cool or hitting back at him, because trust me folks, not a lot of people would have conducted themselves in the same manner like these teens did. Finishing things off about corrupt cops getting their due, the following story is even better as a 15-year-old manages to outsmart the cops, eventually getting them fired.
Outside. You're violating my 4th Amendment.
Hey, you guys cannot come in here without a search
phone.
warrant.
Get the phone. I'm
videoing.
Get the phone.
No.
He can talk. No.
I can talk because I was in the
You gonna arrest
situation.
him?
What's your badge? What's your name?
Step back.
I'm not.
Look, he
I'm
just
on my
touched me.
track.
You can record all you want, but you're stepping back right now.
This guy,
Back.
Hey, don't touch me. Stop harassing me.
The incident took place on September 29, 2019, when a few Park City, Utah cops tried to arrest Michael Franchek. But little did they know that his son was pretty smart and knew his constitutional rights all too well. According to the 911 call, this whole thing started with Franchek's son, Jack, riding around on his noisy gas-powered bike and annoying the neighbors in the process. The neighbors got really ticked off and threatened him, so Jack's dad stepped in and got into a verbal altercation with one of the neighbors. Apparently, another neighbor called the cops, saying that Jack's dad had a weapon in his pants. When the police got there, they tried to talk to Franchek, but he refused to leave his house or answer their questions.
Can I help you?
Hello, are you, Michael?
Hi. Can I help you with something?
Yeah, we're here about a...
And your name?
Officer Rodriguez.
First name?
Jim.
Jim. How are you, Jim?
Good.
And your name? Please.
Sure.
Sorry. Badge number? What's that? Badge number, please.
Let's go ahead and talk about the incident that you had out here a few minutes ago.
Don't know what you're talking about.
Okay. Step down here for me.
No, thanks.
Yeah, no. Hey!
After greeting the cops, Franchek asked for their names and badge numbers, but the cops completely ignored him. The situation quickly escalated when the officer started questioning him about an incident, to which he responded that he had no idea what they were talking about. The officer then asked Franchek to step down from his doorstep, which he refused to do, and that's when things got physical.
No. Hey!
Whoa. I didn't do anything. You just came into my house without a warrant.
You're running away.
I'm not running away from you.
You just did. Is there any gun in your back pocket? I just want to make sure we're safe.
We're safe.
Okay, come on
I'm not
outside.
coming outside.
Can we talk right here?
Sure we can. Jack, come here, record this.
Come on outside.
Record this.
Come outside.
Jack, record this. Grab my phone and record this. Whoa, I'm injured.
Okay, cooperate.
I am cooperating. You're violating my 4th Amendment right.
Oh, stop. Outside.
You're violating my 4th Amendment
Hey,
right.
you guys cannot come in here without a search warrant.
Franchek tried to go inside and shut the door before the officers could grab him, but they managed to force their way in and tried to apprehend him. He even called out the officers for violating his 4th Amendment rights, but the officers paid no heed and were determined to just take him outside. A helpless Franchek called for his 15-year-old son Jack to come and film the entire altercation, which he did. But then the cops tried to further escalate the matter by shooting the father with a taser gun to pull him outside.
Cooperating. I'm not fighting you. I'm not fighting you.
Outside now.
Walk it outside. Okay. Enough. I didn't do anything. Just tased me for no reason. What are you doing? Stop. What am I being detained for?
Outside.
What am I being detained for?
Just stop resisting.
I'm not resisting. No, don't take his phone. Don't take his phone. Don't take his phone. I'm good. I've chilled the whole time. I haven't done anything. Relax. I haven't resisted.
Officer.
I am behind my back. This is unbelievable.
No, I know.
This is
They
unbelievable.
walked in the house without a Search warrant.
This is unbelievable.
Okay.
It's all on film. Get my camera.
It's on my phone too.
It's on my phone. The whole thing is on film. The whole thing is on film. Jack, follow me and record. Follow me and record.
Give us space.
I'm not.
Give us space.
Okay.
No, Jack,
What's your space? What's your space?
Jack, record the whole film.
Give us space.
Does this look like enough space?
After being tasered multiple times, the cops dragged Franchek outside the house, ignoring his plea as to why he was being detained, and put him in handcuffs. Thankfully, Jack continued to record the entire situation even after one of the officers tried to grab the phone out of his hand. He was surprisingly calm for a 15-year-old in such a situation, and at one point even reassured his father to remain calm, and that he knew what was happening was unbelievable. Following his father's instructions, he continued to record the cops as Franchek was escorted out of the house to the police cruiser.
I didn't resist. I know. I didn't do it. You know. See, he acknowledged that I didn't resist, Jack.
Yeah, I have it on video.
I didn't resist.
Well, we asked you to stop, right?
I didn't do anything against your instructions. This guy came into my house without a warrant, without any probable cause.
Let me just talk for a second.
I said, I don't know anything, and he tackled me in my house.
He told you to stop, right?
He did not say anything of the sort.
Officer,
it's all
I
on
heard
video.
the whole thing, and it's on video, so.
It's all on video.
It is.
It's all on video.
It is.
Dude, that guy is out of control. I'm filing
Officer,
complaint against him. I
officer.
want him nowhere near me. That guy is crazy.
Officer.
It's just me and you, right?
Okay, yeah, I'm fine. Shh. No, he can talk. He can talk. No,
I can talk because I was in the
You're gonna arrest
situation.
him? He recorded the whole thing. This guy is out of control.
Okay.
What's your badge? What's your name?
Step back.
I'm not.
Look, he
I'm
just
on my
touched me. You
property.
can record all you want, but you're
Another one.
stepping back right now.
This guy,
Back.
Hey, don't touch me. Stop harassing me.
We're just trying to.
I'm videoing this. Please get out of my personal space.
No.
Yes.
You're not gonna
Get out
interfere
of my
with what we're
personal
doing.
space. This is my property. Please
You're
get
not
out of my
gonna interfere with an arrest.
I'm chill. I've been chill.
You can record all you want, but you're not gonna get close to it.
I'm on my property. Move out of my personal space.
I'm gonna stand right
This
here.
is my personal square. Please move.
I'm gonna stand right here.
Please move. You're in my personal space.
Well, the kid seems definitely a handful for these corrupt cops here. Did you notice how both Officer Proctor and Rodriguez tried to shut him down? Perhaps the cops, after observing Jack, must have realized that the kid was just too smart and would only stir up problems for them. However, Jack stood his ground and told the cops that he had every right to be there and told them to get away from his personal space. Even Officer Ware, with his camera blocking maneuver, failed to dissuade Jack from backing off. Jack was then approached by another officer named Thor, who asked him to identify himself, which he promptly refused and asked for the officer's badge number instead.
What's your name?
Yeah, I do not need to give you that.
Yeah, you do.
For what reason?
Don't do it.
I know. I'm involved with this, yes. But this guy threatened me and called the cops on you. And what's your badge number?
What's your name?
What's your badge number? Badge number. That says name.
3K12.
Okay.
Now, what's your name?
I'm not making any statements.
You're not making any statements?
Nope.
Okay, I have the right to identify you. You understand that, right?
Then you can search up my face and you can search up my record.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, you're gonna sit tight for a minute. You're not
Okay.
going anywhere.
I can go in my house if I
No,
want.
you
Am I
can't.
detained?
You're detained. Stay back.
I'm going in my house.
Stay back.
I'm going in.
If you try and come past me, you're gonna go on the ground face first. You understand me?
Okay, and then I'm gonna file a complaint against
Get
you.
your camera.
Go grab your camera. Yes.
The police officers then proceeded to ask Jack about the incident that had led to the whole situation, which was him riding his gas-powered bike. Maybe they were trying to intimidate him by making him aware that he was somehow involved in the situation, but Jack didn't let it affect him and promptly answered their questions without backing down.
I have 3 cops on me and I'm 15 years old. Because you guys intruded my house.
So you were the one driving up and down the street on a motorcycle?
I was on my gas bicycle.
Okay, that's a gas-powered vehicle. You have to have a driver's license.
No, you don't.
Yes, you do.
Not when it's 50cc and you have a permit for it.
Did they threaten to did he threaten to
Yes.
beat us up or anything?
Yes.
What did he say?
He goes, that bike is illegal. I said, no, it's not. It's a 50cc bicycle and I have a permit for it.
Okay.
And he said, get out of the way. He was on his little road bike. He said, get out of the way or I'm going to beat your ass. So if you guys want to believe him, and we have 2 witnesses, he has 0.
Okay, calm down. Just calm down.
No, I'm pissed off because you guys just came in our house.
But
Do you have a search warrant?
We don't need it.
Yes, you do to come
You
in
might want to go to
someone's house.
school and learn the law.
I already know the law.
No, you don't.
So, told you get out of the way, or he's gonna kick your ass, beat your ass, whatever it was.
Yeah.
Then what
Beat my
happened?
ass. And I rode my bicycle back here. He ran back with me. I closed the garage and I told my dad.
Okay.
My dad was like, "Who is this? If anything goes farther, I'm gonna have to call the police." He walks outside to see where the guy is.
Your dad?
Mhm.
Okay.
And the guy comes out and he steps and he for instance, he walks and he goes like this. He walks right here in front of his face.
So right here or
Like,
down there?
no, right down there.
Okay.
At the corner where you guys were parked down there.
Okay.
And he walks up right to his face like this. And he said, step back, because you're violating his personal space, one. And two, if he steps one more close or he touches him, he has the right to defend himself. And that is easily the right to defend himself. So there's no reason why he says a gun is involved.
It's hard to guess if the bike Jack was riding is legal because the original video doesn't reveal it. What we do know from the video is that the bike is powered by gas, has a 50 cubic centimeter engine, and Jack has some form of permit to ride it. And if Jack was right, he is well within his rights, as in Utah it is legal to ride motorized bikes that do not exceed 50 cc. Jack further explained to Officer Proctor how his neighbor tried to threaten him, and his father had no choice but to intervene. Proctor did listen to him, but struggling to outwit the kid, he decided it's way better to just stop conversing with him.
So, that's what, and then what happened after that? After separated or?
We walked back inside and yeah.
Okay.
And now you guys are here, coming in the house, and I don't know why he's detained. I don't know why he's getting arrested. Okay, and I'm filing a what's called on him because he touched me when I did nothing.
Okay. Do you want to have a actual conversation?
Where is he going?
To Summit County Jail.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm more than willing to talk to you, but I'm not going to play the stupid games. Okay.
You kind of are.
Okay, we're done.
Okay.
Okay.
Tell you what, you can go in the house, you can do whatever, but we're done with you guys.
Okay.
You guys aren't being cooperative. We'll leave it at that.
We're being cooperative. We just told
No,
you.
you're not. You're just being mouthy.
After a while, the officers discovered that Franchek actually had a permit to carry a concealed gun. So he was allowed to have a gun as long as he didn't show it openly, and nobody claimed he did. This meant the police couldn't charge him with anything.
Well, if he didn't threaten anyone with it, there's no...
No, it was just a concern for me.
Oh, no. Absolutely. But I don't think there's any reason to try to run a warrant to get in the house.
No,
Not
no.
cooperative.
I'll just refer it to the juvenile courts. If they want to screen him for charges, great. And if I'm going to arrest him for failure to obey a lawful command, resisting, disorderly.
Yeah, disorders, that's good because it got her attention too.
Yeah.
Realizing how they had misinterpreted the entire situation and there was not really a crime committed, the officers had no choice but to cook up a story.
This is going to turn into something. He's known. So
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to do the sub on how the kid was being how I checked his cuffs. Like his cuffs were tight. He has big wrists. You
Yeah.
haven't clicked like once or twice in. You can't click them anymore. What do you do?
Right.
What else? What else do you do?
Oh, okay.
Anyway, yeah, take him, and then what are you gonna do? Resisting, disorderly,
Failure to identify.
failure to.
And then I'm going to look up me having a handgun in a dispute. It might not fly, it might fly, I don't know.
We never found a gun. We got the witness statement,
Right.
but look that up if you want. That's be my guess.
Yeah, I'll look it up.
It's cops like these that sully the name of the entire police force. Wouldn't you agree, folks? Franchek was booked into the Summit County Jail on charges of failure to stop at the command of a law enforcement officer, disorderly conduct, refusal to comply with a police order, and failure to disclose identity. The cops were almost able to carry out their plans smoothly, but they didn't get away with it. After the video went viral and gained public attention, an internal affairs investigation took place, and the 3 cops were found guilty of a total of 9 violations. Officer Rodriguez was charged with 5 violations, which included using a taser on Franchek. Officer Thor was found guilty of 3 violations, Ware of 1, and they were fired from their positions, all thanks to Jack's video that served as a key piece of evidence. Later, his father filed an ongoing lawsuit against the Park City officers, seeking over $1 million in compensation. As for Jack, he put his understanding of constitutional rights to good use and aims to become a civil rights attorney to ensure that in the future, cops don't ever abuse citizens like they did. Way to go, kid. That's it for today, folks. Just a friendly reminder that not all cops are cut from the same cloth. Keep watching our channel, stay informed, and who knows, maybe one day you'll find yourself getting out of a sticky situation by outsmarting such corrupt cops. Thanks for watching, and we will catch you in the next one.